Hi guys, it's Gemma here. Just reporting on my first day being completely fully raw vegan. Just to give some background and idea, I've been vegan for a month now, but decided to go raw vegan for a month to kind of just cleanse all the crap out of my system and maybe lose a bit of weight, because as you can tell, I'm a bit... there are things I need to lose. So yeah, I'm trying out the raw vegan lifestyle. Didn't do so well on calories today, just because I went shopping and was actually buying my food for the week. So I didn't actually have anything appropriately raw at home. So I didn't eat until like 3 o'clock. And by that time I was starving, so I had like a handful of grapes, made a banana, date and blueberry smoothie, and then had my dinner, which was a salad. But it was a very nice salad. It was a very, very nice salad. So I'm feeling pretty full. I've got some raw trail mix that I might eat later on. But generally I'm doing pretty good. I can't say I feel anything yet, except for the usual tired, just the usual symptoms. I mean, as you can see, I've got a bit of systemic acne going on, which is just gross. I've had that since I was pregnant last year. I've always had a bit of an issue with acne. It's just kind of one of those things. I'm just one of those people who is slightly more prone to it, and it does seem to be affected by diet. I've never done raw vegan before, so I don't know necessarily if that'll clear it up. I'm hoping it will. But I haven't really done the whole raw vegan thing yet, so I don't really know if it's going to clear it up. I suspect I have other issues going on. I mean, I haven't been to see a doctor because getting in to see my doctor is a pain in the backside. But I have, I have had issues. Some of them cleared up when I went vegan. Like I had a lot of digestive issues. And once I got that crappy Western diet out of my system, all of a sudden I started noticing that noise was my cat knocking a remote control off of her cat tree. Don't know why it was up there in the first place, but there you go. But I had a lot of, once I cleared out that Western diet from my system, I noticed that I felt a lot better. I felt a lot lighter. My digestion was a lot better, and I'm hoping just to see that improve as I progress on raw vegan. I have a lot of bananas. I have some. There was a fantastic deal at Sprouts on mangoes, so I actually got 4 unripe mangoes for $6, which is, I'm quite happy with that. Never really had mango outside of a smoothie before, but they look nice, they smell nice, so I'm hoping they taste nice, but I'll update on that as I go. I'm hoping to see some weight come off, because I gained a lot of weight when I was pregnant. To give you an idea of my background, I was a vegetarian for 2 years. I went vegetarian in 2013 and remained ovo-lacto vegetarian for those 2 years. And then when I fell pregnant, it was a combination of things. It was a combination of absolutely wicked meat cravings, plus my midwife telling me she wanted me on a high protein, low carb diet, which made me feel like absolute crap. I cannot stress to you how much I hate low carb diets. So against my better judgment, I ate a high protein, low carb diet because I wanted to do the best by my baby. I ate meat and I kind of didn't stop. I mean, I started eating meat when I was about 3 months pregnant and didn't stop until my son was nearly 4 months old. So a good year of eating meat and dairy and eggs and chocolate and junk food and takeout and all the stuff that you just should not eat. So that was a bad thing for me. And then I went vegetarian again about 6 weeks ago. And after having been vegetarian for 2 weeks, made the decision to go fully vegan. Didn't really have any problems with it, but I was still eating a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to eat. I was eating a lot of the fake meat, fake cheese. I was eating a lot of stuff that just doesn't have, it's a treat. You shouldn't be eating it as one of your staples. You should be eating it as a treat now and then. So I decided that it was time to cleanse my system. I was going to do Mono Island, I will admit. I was going to do Banana Island. But just about everybody I know said, please don't do that. I got a lot of negative feedback when I said I was going to do Banana Island. And in all honesty, I doubted myself. I doubted whether or not I could sustainably eat bananas and nothing but bananas for 2 weeks. So instead of 2 weeks of Banana Island, I decided to do a month fully raw, and then after that switch to raw till 4. So that's going to be my goal, my plan. So today was day 1, and I feel good. I don't feel unsatisfied with the amount of food that I've eaten. I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm missing out. Like my husband had some apple pie, and I didn't feel like, oh my God, I have to have that, because I'm thinking, well, I've got raw trail mix and grapes. So it's not, at the moment, I'm not really feeling anything that like I'm being deprived. The only thing I really noticed was when I made my smoothie earlier, I really have to blend the dates a lot more, because I had huge chunks of dates in my smoothie and it was kind of gross. I love dates. I actually have these delicious date and coconut rolls that I got at the grocery store. And I love those. Those are like little candies for me. But I don't want to just munch down on a mouthful of chunks of dates when I'm trying to drink a nice smooth smoothie. So I'm going to have to work on that, maybe blend it a little bit more. But I've got my magic bullet, which I love. I love my magic bullet. My parents have one. And I was like, I have to get one of those because it's just so amazing. So it's really easy. I just throw all my ingredients, couple of bananas, some dates, some blueberries. At the moment, I am using a plant-based protein powder. Just a scoop, just one scoop in the smoothie, just to kind of give it a bit of oomph. But I don't know whether or not I'm going to continue with that once the protein powder runs out, because to be honest, my husband tasted it and said it could have done without the protein powder. But it was very nice. It was chocolate protein powder, so it had a nice chocolatey taste to it. But to be honest, you could get that by adding some unsweetened cocoa powder to your smoothie and you'd get the same effect. So I don't know whether or not I'm going to continue with that. I've got several tubs of protein powder, so I'll be working my way through those. Generally though, I added some, this was my smoothie, so I'll go back to this is my smoothie. 2 bananas, 2 very, very, very ripe bananas, about 4 dates, a handful of frozen blueberries, because at the moment, at this time of year, I'm in Colorado Springs. At this time of year, most fresh produce is kind of on the way out. And the first thing to go is the berries. And where I do most of my shopping, the berries are atrocious. They are just so gross. They're old and mushy, and you get to the bottom of the packet and they're all furry and gross and clumped together. So it's just, and they're like double the price they were a couple of months ago. So that's really not sustainable for me to buy a lot of blueberries, because they'll be completely rotten by the time I get through them. So I've been buying frozen, which is just as good. Don't ever let anyone tell you that frozen berries are not as good as fresh berries, because they are. If they're a good company, they're frozen fresh. So I got some frozen berries, and I put those in my smoothie, and I put some protein powder in there, and some almond coconut blend milk, which I love. It's my favourite. It's my absolute favourite. Just zuzz that up in the blender, and then there you go. You've got a smoothie. And to be honest, the great thing about the Magic Bullet is that you can literally just take the lid off and just drink it straight out of the cup. You know, no faffing about, no making a glass dirty, and then just rinse it out, put it out to dry, and you're ready to go for your next smoothie. So that's how I've been doing it. I will be doing more videos showing what I eat in a day. This was just kind of, I promised myself that I would start my YouTube channel the same day I started Raw. So this is kind of a short video just to kind of show, and as I say short, it's 12 minutes already. Just a short video just to kind of show that I've started and to document how I'm feeling. So I'll leave it there, and I will see you tomorrow.